This week on The Bachelorette.
I tell her I love her, and she says, well, I can see a future with us. Keep giving and giving and giving, and she's growing from that, but I'm withering away.
The following day.
I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I am in love with you.
You make me feel amazing.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
Here we are, Fantasy Suites, the part of every season where the drama gets dialed up, and this season is no exception, as Devin, Jonathan, and Marcus have arrived in Hawaii and feelings are starting to get serious. Plus, this video is going to be going over both the episodes from Monday and Tuesday, so we're going to keep things nice and concise, as, unlike Jen's options right now, I'm just one man here, and this is 4 hours of stuff. But essentially, where each of these three guys are at is very different. On one end, Devin is super into Jenn, he's already dropped the full L word. On the other end is Marcus, who's actually not quite sure if he's in love with Jenn. And Jonathan, well, he's somewhere in the middle. So as we head into the first fantasy suite with Devin, he's crossing his fingers and his toes, hoping that today is the day that Jenn finally reciprocates that I love you. But, spoiler alert,
not likely.
So once more, Jenn is entering the inside of a helicopter for a heights thing, but Jenn is showing some reservations, as she knows Devin is fully there, but as of right now, she isn't.
The biggest concern is that I could self-sabotage with Devin because I don't know how to navigate these feelings of having somebody just be there for me.
Okay, no disrespect, but Jen's been saying stuff like this a lot. Is she ready for marriage? I mean, nothing wrong with being at that point in your life, but she's distracted. She doesn't even know the color of Devin's eyes.
It's crazy how blue the water is.
Crazy is how blue your eyes are.
Wow.
Not blue.
What colour are your eyes? Boring brown. But they're not, because they're amazing.
But this whole date is all about Devin trying to bait out Jenn to say that I love you. Because, just like Jenn, he too is really insecure. And he's not sure if he can get down on one knee if he doesn't hear it back. So Devin comes out here talking about their future, about an engagement, about kids, and at the night portion of the date, he's laying it on thick. Saying, I want to be your husband, I want you to be my wife. He's unwavering in his feelings, hoping to get Jenn across the I love you finish line. But when Jenn goes to express her feelings...
Devin, like really, I can't tell you how much you mean to me.
Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
Ooh, that's a rough one. Guess I'll just have to settle for heading up into the fantasy suite and hope that the I love you is just around the corner. And hey, that morning they both look really happy, so there's that.
People say Devin looks like Pete Davidson, but after last night, I'd say he's better than Pete Davidson. In every way.
And if the rumors are true about Pete Davidson, good on ya, Devin.
Like a really big.
On to Jonathan's day, where this time these two are on the exact same page with their feelings, which is kind of being there but not really. Here, Jonathan starts a shocking cheating scandal as he cheats on his diet before they head to a really cool waterfall picnic. And for Jonathan, this date is all about opening up and being as honest as he can. And I'll be honest, Jonathan should probably know he's the odd man out at this point, considering they only dished out the charcuterie board for him when the others are getting full-blown meals. But hey, maybe he did know, as Jenn goes on to talk about their hometown for a bit, while Jonathan just sits there and goes,
Yeah.
I
love that.
Yeah.
FYI, this whole conversation was actually about Jenn sharing her pride and her culture and wanting to pass that on to her kids, which Jonathan wants as well. And of course, there's the question of, is Jonathan falling in love with her? Does he see a future with Jenn? To which Jonathan says,
Yeah.
So these two head to their fantasy suite, and as the night turns to morning, Jenn just can't believe she's here.
Can't believe I'm in bed with Mummy Man from night one.
But as Mummy Man soars, another man plummets. And this storyline is one we seem to get every season, where one person just can't handle the lead going out on other fantasy suites.
You know, giving out a love that I don't feel like I'm getting in return. And I've been an option before, you know, I've been the safe bet.
But as Devin's worrying about if Jen's going to say I love you to one of the other guys, Marcus and Jesse Palmer are at tea time. But like golf tea time, not English tea time, where Marcus expresses his reservations and not knowing where his feelings lie, while Jesse Palmer gives him the Jonathan treatment.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, really? Yeah. Okay.
Well, Marcus is really out here struggling with his feelings on a golf course like...
Everybody's always talking at me.
Jenn, on the other hand, I mean, she's out here saying Marcus is everything. She's in full-on Devin mode, so the shoe is now on the other foot.
I might be emotionally further along than he is, but I am confident in how I feel and I know how I feel. I'm in love with Marcus.
So for these two, they're going to be headed out on a boat to do a sunset snorkeling date with some manta rays, and... what was that? I think one of them just spoke to Jenn. Jenn! Wow, nature is beautiful. But as these two head into the night portion of their date, it's time for the big moment. Jenn is going to share how she's feeling, and Marcus responds with nodding his head in silence for what feels like an eternity before eventually saying,
I am trying.
I know you are.
But, you know, try as hard as I can.
Nothing like saying I love you and hearing I'll try as hard as I can. So at this point, it feels obvious that Marcus is her number one, while Marcus just says he's hopeful he can get there. So, like many of us in the past, Jenn clings to something that she should probably just let go of. And the two head to their fantasy suite. All the while Devin has gone from anxiety attack to full-blown meltdown. They even got Jesse Palmer rushing in here to try and repair things.
You know, I don't sleep here. I just,
You know, she says I make her feel some kind of way, but if that's true, then why?
why can't I feel it?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But Devin says he doesn't feel like the one, he feels like one of. So, he can't do it anymore. He's gone to see Jenn, and this first episode ends with him heading to Jenn's room for a brutally honest conversation. However, as we head into the men tell-all, thankfully, Jesse doesn't make us wait to see what happens next. So Devin sits down with Jenn and tells her he's doubting where her head is at.
Proposals are next week, and I still don't know where your head's at, and that scares the out of me.
And this starts to explain a lot. Like all the drama with these two from the previews. Jenn saying stuff like, I don't know how to be what you need me to be, isn't her saying I don't know if we can get there together. It ends up being Jenn saying that because of her history, she doesn't know how to be in a healthy relationship. But she wants to. She wants to with him. And her saying, is there something wrong with me from the previews, didn't come from her being accused by Devin of something. It's from her reflecting on her ability to share her feelings properly or read that Devin was struggling.
Devin, I do love you, you freaking idiot.
Yeah, you flippin' ding-dong. So Devin isn't going anywhere. He got that I love you and the reassurance he was looking for, and disaster has been averted. No thanks to you, Jesse Palmer.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
We then go right into the rose ceremony, and after all that, Devin is of course the first one to get a rose, as she's not going to make him sweat. And with one rose to go, I think you know where this is going. The charcuterie board, him being the only guy who didn't get a golf segment with Jesse? Sheesh. This just isn't Jonathan's week.
Marcus?
So Jonathan heads home regretting that he was a slow burn and couldn't get there in time with Jenn, and then heads right into the men tell-all. Where here we've got Hakeem, we got Brett, who people just love. I mean, check out some of the DMs he shared.
I cannot believe you didn't get a rose. If you need, I'm comfort. I'll be here with open arms, an open mouth, and open.
I live for frickin' Hakeem. The dude is just living life.
Hi, do you do foot content? Thursday at 7:49 a.m. was his first thought.
Okay, don't knock it, Brett. Get off on the right foot with that career, and you could be a millionaire in no time. So the show then gets into all the drama from the season. First with Aaron and his calling out guys, but not naming names exit. He does, however, name the names here, including Devin, no surprise, Sam N, and...
I'd also say you, Spencer.
I feel.
Hold on. First off, what?
Well, apparently Aaron felt Spencer wasn't recovered from his past relationship, but Spencer says it's wild to make those accusations after claiming all season that Aaron knew the kind of guy Jenn wanted. Either way, I fully trust my man Hakeem's reaction, so I'm Team Spencer.
You have no right to say anything about Spencer because Spencer is amazing. Everybody, what you saw, he's that person.
I mean, even Aaron's twin brother Noah is telling him to chill, and you know he's here to address the emotional intelligence book maneuver, which Noah was on the receiving end of on his season.
Aaron, you're my twin, we're in the womb together, but I don't think the book's the move. I don't think anybody should tell somebody that they are or aren't ready.
Sam N then addresses his early expression of love, saying everyone's journey is different, but like, other dudes were saying it just a week later, and at least he didn't say it like Sam M did. Which of course means we're now on to Sam, who, along with Thomas, continue to fight with Devin right here, who's not even there, so it's just like...
I took offense to Devin going first, and not being respectful for Austin's time.
I had no idea what had happened with Thomas and Devin.
Jeremy, though, comes to Devin's defense.
The thing is, though, like, at least Devin, like, was keeping the main thing, which was Jenn. Unlike two people here.
So Sam gets the first hot seat segment of the night, and he mostly says he stands by his actions and words, but it was his delivery that he apologizes for, including that scrambling I love you that he said right before he was eliminated, which he vehemently denies embellishing in order to save himself.
If my sisters brought home a man and he said he loved her, and he couldn't speak to why he loved my sister, I would have a problem with that.
Again, I'm standing with Hakeem. Now, Sam also states that him calling Jenn dull was just about her eyes. Like, her eyes were dull, bro. He could see it in her eyes that she was about to break up with him.
The energy that she brought was very dull.
I mean, I get the excuse he came up with, but he doesn't seem too upset about it. So, keep working on that delivery. Oh, and of course, Sam also sticks by his Maria and Daisy Bachelorette comment.
But if anybody's gonna sit up here and say they didn't think it was gonna be Daisy and Maria, you guys are liars.
Again, not great delivery, but is he wrong? Is he wrong? But Sam says that what he meant was he legitimately didn't know Jenn when he walked out of the limo, but soon found out she was awesome. They then bring out Jonathan, who again regrets that he couldn't get there quicker with Jenn, but they really just had a great friendship. And watching back, he recognizes that Devin and Marcus's relationship were clearly more advanced than his. However, Jesse says there's still one more chance for Jonathan.
Because you know there's a certain beach that's going to be opening next summer.
Yes, Paradise is back, and Jonathan is the first recruit. Oh, and there's another one coming too. Hint, it involves the man they focus the camera on while this ad for The Secret Lives of Mormons plays.
A Mormon swinging scandal has hit Utah.
Swapping in front of each other, standing next to each other. What is happening right now?
There's something in the air.
Sometimes fights are necessary.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more Hakeem.
Okay, they legit put the camera on Hakeem for the whole trailer. Never has an ad on this show been so well crafted as simply having Hakeem react to it. Next, they bring out Grant, the next Bachelor, who seems like he's really comfortable on the hot seat and has camera presence, so here's to hoping he'll be a good lead.
I was ecstatic. You guys are getting the best Bachelor possible. This guy's been a mentor for me.
Once again, I defer to my guy Hakeem. Jenn then comes out, and Jonathan is enjoying the dress choice.
Incredible dresses throughout the season. She had this purple one that was #1.
And from here we proceed with our usual avalanche of compliments for the lead, before Jenn does slam Sam for everything she saw watching the show back.
I'm gonna keep the main thing here. And our relationship, everything was about you the entire time. How you were feeling in the moment, what you wanted to do.
So she says all his recent claims online of him being edited to look bad are BS. The man she saw on the show was the man she sat across from while filming.
I feel very, very sorry for whoever you end up with, because this delusion of world that you're living in right now and this denial is not gonna work for anybody.
Dang. Jenn then speaks to feeling grateful for being the first Asian Bachelorette and having that represented on television, but of course, as things come to a close, production can't leave without doing their favorite thing all season, traumatizing Hakeem.
What is that?
This is the world's largest spider.
Grab that if I say grab that.
Okay, fine.
Don't worry, bro, this is all in preparation for a situation that Hakeem might be facing in the future. You know what I'm talking about?
Paradise is coming back next summer. There could be bugs, so if you're still single, I want to extend to you the second official invitation.
Yes, Hakeem is getting that second invitation, and I, for one, am going to be watching his whole journey on Paradise like this.
Swapping in front of each other, standing next to each other. What is happening right now?
There's something in the air.
Sometimes fights are necessary.
So that's it for this recap of The Bachelorette, including the Men Tell All. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more